Hello YouTube, it's me again. I have no really what to do, but I've been doing some stuff. Reload, I've been peeing on it. Stuff. I got a ring gun. Oh, secret mission, what's this? Alright, this. Yeah, this is a fun level. Tell me if you want to see it, yada yada. I'm gonna try to get that one thing. I love water. Sorry to interrupt you, but I gotta punch your thing. That's a super late time. What's up? Bye bye. Red. Okay. Red. 3. Hello. I wanna do pro boomer move. Yeah, America. Oh, oh, bye bye. Hey. Supreme. Come here, room. Wall. Anyway, I have no idea if my sound. Smoking. Ah, damn. Yummy. I forgot my last one. Oh wait, no, here it is. And we. Okay. Buh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sheer heart attack. No wait. I want to go to sheer heart attack. What am I talking about? This is about it. Mine. Ow. Eh. Where? What do I do? I haven't been to this level for a long time! Cue me going through circles for hours. Oh, I know it. trouble there. Mind flares now. Oil. Fire. Stop it. Hello? Let's see, cover yourself in oil. Okay, I'm not good at this. That was very tempting. One more. That's a I remember it being down here somewhere. And I thought you could destroy the water. Glass. I ain't leaving till I find my exit. My other exit. Water! Ow. happy about it. Aw, oh, man. Oh. Yes, finally! The secret is revealed! After all these years, after all this time, the secret level is mine! Yeah! Okay, time was the only thing I got all secrets. I just need to S-rank it. Well, P-rank all of them. Heavy steps, ragged breathing. There isn't much time left. It might all be too late. The labyrinthine pathways of arbitrary sharp turns seem stranger and stranger as panic blotted out the once deeply ingrained memories that usually guided me. Every corner felt like a stranger. Every straight line too long. The bells toll for me. I bit down harder on the last of my rations that held only by the skin of my teeth. It barely hung on as I kept frantically looking around, hoping for the few scraps of burning memory of mine to find a familiar straight sight that would lead me to salvation. The gates must be closing by now. The last few barely making it. The rest of us never stood a chance. Suddenly, from a blind spot, a figure struck me. There was no time to react before I came crashing down onto the cold, hard ground. I struggled to regain my senses, to at least see what fate would befall me in my final moments. But even in this abyss of an endless terror, my mind could have never imagined the horror I witnessed. Oh yeah, this is a dating sim. 10 new Ultra Killers. But it is the city of lust in Ultra Kill. It might as well be an dating sim. I'm just someone who got knocked over by some. Hey, don't call me that. Who doesn't even have seen the Azure final apology before starting an interrogation? That's a woman? That's a woman? Sorry for him, I'm just so frustrated. I'm not the only way to school, but I also managed to get lost on the way there. Even though by the looks of it, you're pretty much on the same button. And by stroke of a once-in-a-lifetime luck, you have to run in the prettiest girl in town. No offense, you actually don't look that pretty. You are literally a machine. So how about you lead the way and get us both out of this jam? Actually, I lost you. Just my luck. So in retrospect, I guess you wouldn't be here if you were lost as well. You must be in Garden 14 Paths. Oh well, no point in crying over spilled blood. It isn't spilled milk, you heard me. Oh. You might as well just wait for another student to come by and follow them instead. I'm Mirage. Don't bother telling me your name, though. I don't really care. I thought your name was quiet. Okay. Wandering around like a headless chicken would get us even more lost, since we're both in school and not meeting right here. That means there's a very high likelihood that this spot is somewhere along the way. Therefore, we'll just better all stay put and wait for them who does know the way. It's basic logic. You should look it up sometime. Basic logic, Knock. We're already late, and I'm not planning on waiting here until tomorrow morning. Anyone who knows the way will already have gone there. Sounds to me you're just okay. Yeah. Suit yourself. I'll just stay here until the heat out of the universe is that they don't have to run around like some magical memory-triggering pebble on the ground. Who cares less about being late for school? School doesn't matter anyway. Nothing does. I mean, take a moment to think about it. The human mind, in its complete vastness, is capable of recognizing its utter helplessness and uselessness in the face of inevitable and unavoidable non-existence with it, incapable of coming to terms with it. We can only ever ignore it, hide from it, or temporarily escape from it. But the fact that we are bound to the way of all things, death is unavoidable, not only to us, but all that has ever existed or has ever existed. Every living being will eventually die out. Every speck of matter will eventually wither away and dissipate into entropy. It doesn't matter if you lived a good life or if you left a legacy behind. It doesn't matter if humanity survives 1,000 years or dies out tomorrow. The end result is the same. Absolute nothing. Human intelligence is far beyond that of other animals, but it will be misguided to consider that a gift. All other beings have the gift of ignorance, not understanding what we do. Our intelligence is not a gift. It is a flaw. It's an overextension of evolution. Intelligence of once a great feature in eons past continued to grow unchecked, unfiltered, and has since passed a threshold whereupon it is no longer a benefit but an active danger to its host. Much like the elk, a species of deer that though uncountable generations of evolution grew antlers that are so wide and vast and could no longer run from predators, eventually leading to execution. Or extinction, I don't know. The human mind is an manipulation caused by going too far in a direction that was once beneficial and will, sooner or later, lead to our extinction. And on an individual level, it's already happening. Existential dread is taking hold. I'm sure you felt it too. Pain and fear of being nothing, becoming nothing. The suffering of understanding that we are unable to come to terms with it, so we are high from our own intelligence. We set limits. We stop ourselves from thinking deeply about what will happen when we die. We create distractions. We keep our minds busy with mundane activities an entertainment to stop ourselves from having become face to face with the truth. Whatever that word is. We transform our self-reflective suffering into another form of art to keep it from consuming us. Anything to avoid the panic. But these ways are all simply temporary. They're just there to push back the inevitable gale of helplessness and despair that would encompass and ruin us. In the end, nothing matters. There's no point in trying to find joy in life, for life and of itself is suffering. You're wrong. Huh? You criticize those who consider our vast veil of intelligence a gift, and yet also misguide yourself into believing that our meaninglessness is a curse. How could it not be? Nothing we do matters in the end. That's precisely why we're not shackled by the burden of expectations, the fear of eternal judgment, or the failure to meet up in the partridge definition of what makes our time looted, not wasted. What? What? Okay. Anyways, yeah. Sorry, I just thought something was going on there. Nothing was going on. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Time cannot be wasted, but there is no greater purpose to life than simply living it. But still, in that case, the meaninglessness of our actions draws to the same conclusion. There's no reason to act, for any action is simply a temporary fluctuation that will, nevertheless, lead to the same conclusion. Quite the contrary. Because we have no great purpose, we are free to set our own, to create self-defined goals for which to strive. For some, it may be nothing. For some, it may be pleasure. For some, it may be creation. For some, it may be improving the lives of others. It is because we have no greater purpose that time spent on goals set by oneself cannot be time wasted. In the end, nothing matters, and therefore you have no reason not to do what you want, rather than whatever illusion of greater purpose is forced on you by others, or even your own misguided thoughts. I do not understand what you mean. Well, I do understand what you mean. However, that doesn't ease my fear of the end. Even if I were to try find purpose, I would still be paralyzed by the thought of becoming nothing. And it's a thought worth fearing. However, abandoning purpose, hope, choice, goals, pleasure, and cannot make that thought disappear. The fear, however, can subside. Giving up is not accepting the end. It is simply accepting the fear of it. It is embracing despair rather than facing it. I see. Though as much as I'd like to embrace it, I am nevertheless struck with that paralyzing existential panic. I understand it logically, and I know that there's no reason to live in apathy, but my emotional side refuses to listen. The fear persists, and I cannot motivate myself to seek purpose, despite knowing I must. This is true. The emotional is not controlled by the logical. However, they are interlinked. Just as the deepest, darkest depths of despair can overthrow reason and logical, warping them to fit into that haze of depression, so too can reason influence and overpower emotion regardless of how impenetrable its defenses may seem. By continually forcing to subvert those creeping negative thoughts with the positive logical ones, the emotional mind will eventually gradually start to shape to fit the logical. It is not an easy job, but it is not a quick job. It will sometimes feel like an impossible job. However, it can be done. With an immense amount of time, effort, and energy, it will improve. You can change. You can heal. And during the hardest times, when all seems lost and you want to give up, never forget, we will always love you. Oh, cat. Well, I'll be damned. Because you got a good head on your shoulders after all. I'm not... Hell, I'm impressed. Man, I feel like I've just shed the weight of the world off my back. Or rather, you've done that for me. And I'll sleep from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about. And while I'm sure I have a long and hard road ahead of me, I'm optimistic. For the first time in what feels like an eternity, I'm optimistic. Say, we're already way too late for school, and it's become quite weird that nobody's going to come lead us there. So how about you and I did step past draining penitentiary and go grab into something to eat, eh? Yeah, sure. I got nothing better. You're paying though. Oh, you sneak. Okay, I'm not saying that. But alright. I do owe you one anyway. So what better than to catch up your dead nice thing to a girl? Not than least. Go put that now, eh? 2S. All in perfect love song. Complete. Okay, I have one more thing to do. And that is the P rank sheer heart attack, and then I'll end it here. I don't know what I'm doing. Watch me attempt to walk in, boys. I already forgot stuff. get to the house, come on. And that's good. I think that's gonna be all for Ultra Kill today. I do not care. My mic is loud. I'm still posting this anyway. But I guess yeah.